Hey everybody, welcome to WhyBuy. Today we're going to be talking about properly cleaning your leather seats and applying conditioner. So my previous car didn't have leather seats, so I never really had this problem. And in fact, the only memories I have of, leather seats and cleaning, when I was younger, my parents took their SUV in for a service and they got upsold a leather detailing package. And all I remember is getting in and the seats were like Teflon, almost slid right out the other side. And it's something that was like, well, I'm never doing that again because the seats felt oily and greasy, and even after a few days when it cured, it wasn't really a good job. And I think if you're in this realm of cleaning your leather seats, there's probably two main reasons why. One is discoloration. So fabrics tend to transfer onto leather seats. You may not notice it so much on darker leather, but especially on lighter colored leather, that blue, that kind of ugly fabric transfer, it just looks unsightly and makes the leather look old. The other is probably staining. You're probably wondering, well, how do I get rid of stains and how do I prevent stains from happening? Because you spill Gatorade or coffee or something on the seat, and next thing you know, there's these blotches and it looks really ugly. My biggest thing was when I got the RS5, I wanted to do it where I was going to be, not only cleaning the seats safely, but I was going to be protecting them as well afterwards. And I was always very concerned about doing this because it's a very special car to me. It's very soft Napa leather, and I didn't want to just go in there and kind of de-grease and apply whatever conditioner on there. So I took the time. I spoke to some car professionals, and I figured out, okay, so here's the proper way to clean and here's the proper way to condition to protect. The big thing that I wanted to go for in terms of a look was that matte factory finish. I wanted the seats to look like they were brand new, not oily, not greasy, but just that nice matte finish where it's soft to the touch, doesn't feel oily, and it looks like it just came out of the factory floor. So for cleaning the leather seats, I use these tools and chemicals. You're going to need a leather cleaning brush. You're going to need some microfiber towels. In terms of chemicals, you're going to need a leather cleaner, and finally you're going to need a leather conditioner. In terms of process, the first thing that you're going to want to do is vacuum off any debris, crumbs, dust particles, anything that might be on the seats existing. You can use a soft bristle attachment on your vacuum. Just make sure that you're very gentle. You got to remember, it's leather, it's a hide, so you don't want to scratch or any hard plastics. You don't want to create any slashes in the leather. So make sure that you have a soft attachment. If you don't have one for your vacuum, you could always, take a microfiber towel and wrap it around the edge of the vacuum and kind of use that as, at least some barrier between hard plastic and your seats. When it comes to cleaning your seats, you're going to apply the cleaner to the brush, you're going to apply it to the seats, and then you're just going to gently scrub and agitate the leather to kind of help lift and chemically decontaminate it so that you'll start to see it foam up, and that's all the dust, dirt, oils, and then afterwards it's just a matter of simply wiping it off. Don't leave any residue. Make sure you get the entire area of the seat, and now it's time for the conditioner. don't over apply the products. You don't need a lot to rub into the leather. And one thing that I will say is that there are leather applicators that you can get. I just use kind of throwaway microfiber towels because the chemicals do smell quite a bit, and even after a wash, I don't like mixing it in with my other rags that were used for like water drying. So these I just toss afterwards, and I mean, you can buy them by the box. They're pretty cheap. The other important thing about doing your leather cleaning is that not only are you restoring the look and giving it that nice smell, you're also going to be providing some UV protection as well. You'd be surprised how much damage the sun does and discoloration it does to your leather seats. So if you can provide kind of this lotion and this coating, it's going to help prevent wear and tear, and it's also going to help prevent against fading in the sun. In terms of curing, the leather conditioners are going to vary. Again, always read the instructions on the bottles when you come to use these products, because they all vary in how to apply and how long you should let it sit. This one takes a few hours to cure, and just give it a chance to let it permeate the leather and soak in. You could, if you had to, jump in and drive somewhere really quick. That's fine. It's probably going to transfer onto your clothes, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, it's going to protect it against dust and dirt sticking. It's going to prevent fabric dye from transferring to the seats. It's a good thing to do, and it just restores the look of the leather and gives it that nice new factory look. And with this chemical guys stuff, the smell is just on point. That's like new car leather. The other thing too, if you have a leather steering wheel, same process applies. So it's probably one of the worst areas for, because you're touching it all the time. It's the oils from your hands, you touch your face, you touch the wheel. Like, your steering wheel collects so much dirt and grime. You're going to essentially do the same process where you spray some on a brush. I spray some on a microfiber towel and then apply the cleaner, just because I don't want overspray on the dash. But yeah, you agitate the area, get it nice and clean, and then you apply your leather conditioner. Very small amount. You don't want to do a lot, because it's where you're going to be touching a lot, so you don't need that much product, and you don't want it transferring to your fingers all the time. But yeah, do the same process for the steering wheel, and the steering wheel will look brand new. No more oily, ugly steering wheel. I love that. If at any point it looks too wet, like it's not quite the matte look you're looking for, you can always take your cleaner and remove it and start the process over. But what I find is you can just take a dry microfiber towel and rub the area again, and just keep rubbing it. It'll transfer onto the microfiber, and it'll kind of return more to the matte, flat finish versus kind of that wet looking finish. So, just a tip if you over applied product. And I know that, on top of everything else, the car washing, the detailing, decontamination, the interior vacuuming, wiping, like, this is a lot of stuff to do. But the benefit of doing something like this is, one, it's only once in a while. And two, when you're looking for that smell, that kind of new car smell, there's so many odor sprays and things you can get, and they're just kind of like a short-term solution to kind of, giving your car a specific scent. But when you do something like, conditioning the leather, it gives you that nice, rich, deep smell that isn't overpowering, but it's pleasant and it feels like a new car. And that's kind of how I go about cleaning the interior, is that if I'm using products or if I'm, trying to restore the look of anything, I think about how that is also going to affect the smell. And it's worth doing. It's worth doing properly, and it won't take long, especially the leather seats. You'd be surprised at how quick you can do it and how effective the results are. If you thought this video was helpful, please like and subscribe, show your support, and thanks for watching. It'll transfer onto the microfiber. Almost. It's been such a busy morning, like between the geese, construction, the water guy came through. Yeah, the water guy came.